Hi guys, today it's Wednesday. You know what that means? It's time for yet another vocal lesson. Today's lesson is Careless Whisper by George Michael. My name is Mark from PGM Piano and I'm going to teach you how to play the entire song right here, right now on YouTube. So if you want to learn that, just keep on watching. Now keep in mind, I am releasing a new free lesson every single day here on YouTube. So if you like piano, if you want to play, if you're already playing, doesn't matter, subscribe to this channel. I won't let you down. New free lesson every day. But for now, Careless Whisper by George Michael with the instrumental part in the left hand and the vocals in the right. Here we go. Okay, so I don't know if you've seen the easy lesson that I released on Monday, but if you did, the introduction to this is a little bit different. It's a little bit harder to play, or actually on Monday I toned it down a bit, okay? So if you have been watching the easy lesson, make sure to watch this again because it's a little bit different. Because we're going to add a couple of notes in there, okay? If you haven't seen the easy version, that's fine. Let's just start from scratch. And first of all, let's have a look at the chords above the piano. We've got D minor, G minor 7, a B flat major 7 and A minor 7. And if you don't know what that means, that's absolutely fine. Just sit tight. I'm going to tell you all of the notes you have to play anyway. Okay. First of all, for this intro, the left hand is just going to be playing octaves. And an octave simply means you play the same note twice. So a D at the bottom and a D at the top. Play a D with your pinky and with your thumb at the same time, and you have an octave. Now, which octaves do we have to play? That is going to be very hard. Let's have a look above. Basically, we have to play D, G, B flat, and A. So actually, it's really simple. It's just the name of the chord, guys. So play a D octave, then a G octave, and now you have two options. You can either jump up to the B flat and then A, or if you want to, you can start on D, G, and then go down to B flat and A. Okay, I don't care, you can pick whatever you want as long as you play D, G, B flat and A. Okay, D, a G, a B flat and A. If that is too hard for you, and that's possible, maybe you have trouble to stretch the hand, just play a single note, D, G, a B flat and A. Okay, that's all there is to it. And we'll get back to it later, so don't worry if you didn't get it all. Now let's move on to the right hand. But before I'm going to tell you that, a quick little update. On YouTube, sometimes people don't seem to get a notification when a new lesson is up. So if you do want to receive a direct notification, you can simply click the link in the description box down below, and I will send you a message to your Facebook Messenger every time a new lesson is up. Cool? So if you want that, you can do that. But for now, let's do the right hand. So first of all, I want to play the melody, and then we'll add in a couple of notes to make it cooler, okay? Let's take it up until there. So basically, the right hand is playing E, D, A, F, and you do that again, E, D, A, F. And then C, B flat, F, D, C, B flat, F, D. So basically, you play the same thing twice. Like that, okay? So let's do that a bit slower. Like that. And now we are, of course, going to add that left hand to it. So we're going to play that octave. Like this. And now we're going to build up. So you can play it like this. If you're having trouble with the octave, play a single note. Okay, but now we're going to build it up. So we're going to make it a bit more full, if you will, adding a few notes. So, the octaves, what you're going to do is when you play the octave, you're going to repeat just the thumb, and then you're going to play the octave and repeat just the thumb. And let me demonstrate the difference. So this is with just a single octave, and then right after that I'll do it again with that repeating thumb. Okay, here we go. Single octave. Now listen to the thumb. You hear that? So when do I play it? I play it right after the second time I start the right hand. So the first time you play it all together, right here, and then right. And now I'm gonna play this E first, and then left. Like that, okay? So slowly. Like that. Keep in mind, keep that pinky in all the time. So like this. And I'm gonna do the same with G. So right here, play them at the same time. Play right first, left, right, right, right. Like that, okay? Now we're gonna be adding in a couple of notes in the right hand. Basically, play F and A in the beginning, and then D and F as an extra for the G bit. So it's gonna be F, A and E at the same time, okay? And then running down. So you get this. And what I like to do is I like to play the first time, so right here, and then just play single notes. Okay, you can also do it like that, but that's up to you. It's a personal preference. I like it to just play that first time. Okay, so let's put in left as well. Like that. That will be the full intro for the first 2 bits, and now we have to do the other 2. Okay, so it's up to you, depending on your level, depending on how much you want to practice. You can just play single note left and single notes right. Or you can build it all the way up to. Do this a little bit right here. That's up to you. Anything in between is also possible. I showed you about 5 different variations. So go nuts, improvise a little bit, and see what you want to play. So now we're going to do the second half of the intro, but before we're going to do that, let me quickly explain to you why I'm releasing all of my lessons for free on YouTube. Basically, I'm releasing a free lesson on YouTube every single day for an entire song, and the reason I'm doing that is I used to do part 1 and then had to pay to see the rest, but I got really sick and tired of doing that. And now I'm releasing the full lesson here on YouTube so that you can actually enjoy that without having to pay. Now, unfortunately, that comes with a downside to me because the ad revenue on YouTube simply isn't as much as you might think. And therefore, there's 2 ways for you to directly support me into creating more of these free lessons for you guys. The first way you can directly support me is to head over to pjmpiano.com, and if you're going to support me right there, as a thank you, you'll be able to download all of these lessons to your device for offline viewing, and also there's no advertisements at all on the website. The second way to support me is also really cool. It's the Ultimate Piano course. It's a course I devised with the knowledge I gathered in the past 8 years. I'm teaching you how to combine your left and your right hand like a pro, how to play songs like this really quickly and remember them, how to read sheet music if you want to learn that, how to play by ear, and how I learn a new song every single day, and so much more. So if you're interested in that, have a look in the description box down below for a 15% discount link on the Ultimate Piano course. But for now, let's do the second part of the intro. Okay, so we're basically doing this, remember? And now we have to move on with this little bit right here. Basically, it's quite easy. The melody line is B flat, A, F, D, B flat. And then A, B flat, C, D, E, F, G, A. So we're basically playing all of these notes right here. Okay, all one little row. So starting B flat, A, F, D, B flat, A, B flat, C, D, E, F, G, A. Left is going to play a B flat octave. You can choose to play it here or there. I like to play it low. And now, all the way up there. Okay, so how do you make it cooler? Well, basically you can repeat that thumb again. Right now it's going to be on this B flat and on this B flat. Pay attention. And now you can also repeat the octave 2 times or 4 times. This is 2. and this is 4 times. Okay, if you do it 2 times, you're gonna play it on A and on E, and if you do it 4 times, it's gonna be A, C, E, and G when you play that A octave. So this is 2 times. And this is 4 times. So it's up to you. You can decide what you want to do. So let's do the returning thumb and the returning octave. Like that. And now we have to add in some notes as well for right. So I like to play D and F at the same time. Okay, so D, F, B flat, D, F, A, D, F, D, and then the B flat. So you get this. Like that, okay? Okay, so right here. Like that. Now let's combine it, and then I'll do it very slowly before we're going to move on with the actual song. Okay, just like that. Now let's do it very slowly and then we'll move on with the first verse. Okay, so now let's move on to the verse. Let me quickly remind you to get that Facebook updated. It's really handy. You're just sitting in the bus or at the couch and ping, you get a message, hey, there's a new free lesson up for me on YouTube. So it's really helpful for you to not miss out on any of these lessons because I'm doing a new lesson every day, but sometimes I'm doing more than one lesson every day. So if you like the lessons, make sure to get that message in. Link in the description box down below. For now, we're going to do the vocal bit of the first verse. Okay, so we're starting with I Feel So Unsure as I take your hand and lead you to the dance floor. The left hand, very easy. Play octaves for 4 times. And it's the same octaves as we used to play. You're more than welcome to play any other pattern. Right here, okay, but that's entirely up to you. So the right hand is playing I Feel So Unsure, which is A, A, G, F, E, D. Okay, now we're gonna get As I Take Your Hand, which is D, D, A, B flat, G, As I Take Your Hand. And now, and lead you to the dance floor. And lead you is 3 Ds, A, G, F, E. So the whole thing is starting with I Feel So Unsure right here. Okay, and then like that. Okay, let's do that one more time slowly and then I'll add in left. Like that. Let's add in left just once and then I'll do it 4 times. So like this. Like that, okay? Let me do it 4 times and slow so you can see what it's going to sound like and really get a grasp on it. Here we go. Okay, let's take it until there. As you probably realize by now that left hand is pretty much going to be playing octaves D, G, B flat, and A for the entire song. Okay, so right is now playing D, E, F, D, A, which is As the Music Dies, and then something in your eyes, which is D, E, F, D, C, B flat. Okay, so D, E, F, D, A, and then also D, E, F, D, C, B flat. So the first is the same, D, E, F, D. Okay, D, E, F, D, A, D, E, F, D, C, B flat. Let's do that slowly with a bit of left. Like that, okay, and like that. Okay, now we have chords 2 minus silver screen. Here we go. Chords 2 minus A silver screen, which is A and B flat alternating, 4 A's, 3 B flats, A silver screen, and all it said goodbyes. Okay, so A, B flat, D, and then just run down from A, G, F, E, D. With left, chords 2 mind A silver screen, and all its sad goodbyes. Like that. Let's put these two together for the first verse, and then I'll be moving on. Okay, just like that, and now we'll be moving on into the chorus. Okay, so the first half of the chorus. The good news about the chorus is that it is of course going to be the same for the entire song. So we're going to play this about 3 times, okay? So pay attention to it. I made it a little bit more complicated because it is going to be the same all over again. So once you nail it, you can actually use that every single time. Or if you want to, you can make it a bit more easy, and I'll show you how to do that as well. For now, let's have a look at the left hand. We're going to play 3 notes now. And this is one of the ways to make it a little bit more full, to make it sound more full. And if you don't like that, or if you're simply having trouble to do that, you can go back to octaves to make it simpler. Okay, so let me show you the difference. D, A, D, G, D, G, B flat, F, B, and now A, E, G right here. Okay, so it's going to be that. Okay, if you want to make it easier, just play that octave. And then you can choose to do this or just play this, okay? I would prefer A and D, I think, okay? For the right hand, you also have 2 options. You can do a trill, what I like to call a trill. It's not really a technical term, just something I like to call it. And what that basically means is the thumb is playing something whilst we're actually... Okay? And that thumb is trailing, as you will. So, basically, the melody line is this. F, F, E, 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 D, D. Okay? And you can just play it like this. Or you can also play that A along with it. Like that. Okay, so that's up to you. Make it easy. Or a little bit more full. Okay? Then F, D, F, D. So F and D twice. G, F, E, D. Okay, F, D, F, D, G, F, E, D. Again, you can trail it if you want to with a B flat. Like that. But that's up to you, okay? If you don't want to do that, just leave it out. F, D, F, D, G, F, E, D. So up until now. Or like that. Okay, let's combine that with a little bit of left. Like that, okay? And now we're gonna get Though It's Easy to Pretend, which is F, 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 E, E, D, D. Okay, if you want to trill that, use a B flat. Like that, okay? I Know You're Not a Fool is D, E, 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 D, C. I know you're not a fool. Trill that with an A if you like that. So right here. Okay, so the last two like this. Okay, let's put all of them together. I'll do the left hand once with it because otherwise it's just going to be too much. But normally you can just play that left hand for 4 times. Okay, but I want to make it a little bit more clear when I play it slowly so you can pay attention to the right hand because that's basically the important part. I'll do it once with single notes and once with the trailing, and then we'll be heading on with the second half of the chorus. Okay, now let's head on to the second half of the chorus. Okay, so basically the same idea with the trailing, and the left hand is also exactly the same, so I'm not going over that again. Right hand changed a little bit because the lyrics changed a little bit, okay? I'm just going to do the single line for the right hand, and then if you want to, you can add the trailing in there yourself. Here we go. I don't like to play the I's, so I'm just starting on F. Should have known better than to cheat a friend, okay? F, 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 E, and then E, 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 D, D. Should have known better than to cheat a friend. And now it's D, F, so and waste the chance that I've been given. Okay, the rest is all the same. D, F, D, F, D, G, F, E, D. Now you're gonna get So I'm Never Gonna Dance Again, which is F, 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 E, 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 D, D. And then The Way I Danced With You. Okay, D, E, E, D, E, F, E. Okay? Okay, so like this. Let me do that left hand as well, and again, if you want to, you can put in the trailing, okay, but just only if you want to. So let's do it very slowly, and then we'll move on with the second verse. So what we have coming up is the second verse, and then the bridge, and then the outro. Okay, so that's after this. I would say if you learn this, you got the majority of the song down, basically, but technically we're only halfway. So whichever way you want to look at it. For now, let's do it slowly, and then we'll be moving on. Okay, now let's move into the second verse. Okay, time can never mend the careless whispers of a good friend. Basically, left hand is still the same, okay? We're still playing the same chords. I played it in a little bit of a different pattern right now. You can choose to play it once, you can choose to play it twice, you can choose to play it 3 times or 4 times, or any variation that you like to do. I like to now play the 3 notes still, so that's something I do right here. But for the right hand, we're going to play time can never mend. Okay, D, A, C, D, A, G. Like that, okay? The careless whispers, which is A, F, E, E, D, of a good friend. A, G, F, G. So the careless whispers of a good friend. Let's do the whole right hand and then I'll add a left as well. So let's put in left as well, shall we? Okay, so you may have noticed that I released I'm not playing this G, I'm just playing G and D right here, because otherwise it just doesn't fit. Okay, we have to play this note at the same time. So play G and D, or if you want to, and you're playing low, you can play the full 5 chord right here, okay? But that's up to you, how you want to do it. And now let's continue on with the rest of this second verse. So basically, we've already done this. D, E, F, D, A. D, E, F, D, C, B flat. A, B flat, A, B flat, A, B flat. But now we're going to play another A. Okay? Up until there. And then pain is all you find. Which is E, E, A, G, F, G, F, D. Okay, so E, E, A, G, F, G, F, D. The rest we already know. So let's do that once with just the right hand, then I'll add in left, and we'll be moving on to the bridge. Okay, obviously after this second verse, you're going to play that chorus again, but it's exactly the same as what I've shown you before. So we have intro, first verse, chorus, second verse, chorus, and then we're going to get the bridge, which I'm going to show you after this slow playthrough. Okay, so then play the chorus and then move on to this, which is going to be the bridge. Okay, so this is the part where he sings, "Tonight the music is so loud, I wish that we could lose this crowd." Right hand. Left hand, of course, is going to be the same, but the right hand is, of course, completely different. So, which is D, A, G, G, F, A, G, G. Tonight the music seems so loud. D, A, G, G, F, A, G, G. I wish that we could lose this crowd. D, A, G, G, F, A, F, D. Okay, so the beginning is basically the same. So here. Okay, so both exactly the same, but the first one is G, G at the end, and the other one is F, D. So. Maybe is better this way. An F for 4 times, G for 2 times, F for 2 times. And now D, E, D, E, D, E, D, E. So 4 times. And then D, F, E, E. We'd hurt each other with the things we want to say. Right there, okay? So let's do right ones and then I'll combine it with left and then we'll do the rest of the bridge. Now we're going to move on with We Could Have Been So Good Together. Okay, the end of the bridge. If you learn this, all we got left is the outro, and that is just a really short bit. Okay, so once you've done this, you've got about 90% of the song down. Very easy, right here. Okay, which is We Could Have Been So Good Together. D, A, G, G, F, A, G, G, F. Okay, I'll do exactly the same. We could have lived this dance forever. Okay, exactly the same. But now, which is D, D, C, C, B flat, A, A, which is, but now, who's gonna dance with me? And then please stay, which is A, G, F, D. Like that, okay? Let's do right first, and then I'll add in left as we've been doing, and then all I've got to teach you is the outro. Okay, so now let's move on to the outro. Okay, so what we're playing right here is Now That You're Gone, Now That You're Gone. Okay, so it's D, C, C, B flat, and then D, G, F, A, G. Okay? Like that. With left is going to combine like this. And then right here. Okay, so let me do that one more time slowly, and then we'll do the second bit of the outro. But basically, this is an easy bit, so I'm going through it quite quickly. Okay, the final bit right here, which is D, C, C, B flat, and then was What I Did So Wrong, which is F, B flat, C, D, F, G, F. F, B flat, C, D, F, G, F. Okay, so from here. Okay, and then so wrong that you had to leave me. Okay, which is F, G, F, 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 G, E. So the whole bit right here slowly. And then like that. Okay, if I add left. Okay. Like that, okay? Let's do it one more time very slowly and then I'll be finishing up the lesson. Okay, so that is it. Now you know all of the parts to Careless Whisper by George Michael. I want to thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the lesson, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section down below to let me know what you thought of it, which other songs you want to learn. And keep in mind, if you want to learn a lot about how to learn songs like this very quick, have a look at the Ultimate Piano course, 15% discount in the description box down below. But for now, all I got left to say is keep playing.